one version of a trail mix, there are 3 cups of peanuts mixed with 2 cups of raisins. And in another version, there are 4.5 cups of peanuts mixed with 3 cups of raisins. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my T-chart. I'm going to have P for peanuts and R for raisins. Okay, I'm going to put my information in. So I've got 3 and I've got 2. So if this were X and this were Y, I know that K, my constant of proportionality, is Y divided by X. So I'm going to do K equals 2 divided by 3. So to get from here to here, I'm multiplying by 2/3. So 3 times 2/3, 2. All right, the second one says, so this relationship here has a constant of proportionality of 2/3. Then it says there are 4.5 cups of peanuts, so I'm going to put 4.5 here, and 3 cups of raisins. So I could do 3 divided by 4.5, and I want to see if that's going to become 2/3, or I could just multiply. So 4.5 over 3, no, sorry, 4.5 times 2 equals 9 divided by 3, 3. So yes, this is a proportional relationship. These are equal ratios. And this is my explanation because, let me move on, add a new page, because each of the fractions has the same constant of proportionality, which is 2/3. Okay? All right, next question. When you mix 2 colors of paint in equivalent ratios, the resulting color is always the same color of purple. Fill in the table below. So I see to get from here to here, I'm going from 2 to 5, and it says that it is proportional because it has the same ratio, so I know that. So I'm going to do y divided by x, so 5 divided by 2 equals 2.5. So to get from here to here, I'm multiplying by 2.5. So I'm going to do 1 times 2.5, so that's 2.5. And then I'm going to go in the opposite direction. So I got to think about what is it that I can multiply by 2.5 to get 30. So rather than doing that, I'm just going to divide. So 30 divided by 2.5. Move my decimal point, move my decimal point. 5 goes into 30, or 25 rather, goes into 30 once. So that gives me 25. I subtract, I get 5, bring down my 0. 25 goes into 50, 12 times. So this is 12. So if I think about this as x, to get across here, it is 2.5x. So what is the constant of proportionality? 2.5. What is the equation for this table? Well, if this is x and this is y, it is y equals 2.5x. All right, next question. It says snow is falling steadily in Syracuse, New York. After 2 hours, 6 inches of snow has fallen. So this is what I know. I know that 2 goes with 6. So if I go here, I can do 6 divided by 2 because it's y equals kx and k equals y divided by x. So I'm going to divide by 6 by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So to get from here to here is times 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. 6.5 times 3, well, 6 times 3 is 15. So it is 19, so 19.5. And then if I'm multiplying by 3 going this way, I'm dividing by 3. So all fractions mean divide. So it's 1/3 of an hour, or 20 minutes. Okay, if it continues to fall at this rate, how much would it be? 19.5. Next one. Write an equation that gives the amount of snow falling y that's fallen over x hours at the same rate. So if I look back up here, if I have x and my constant of proportionality is 3, this is going to be 3x. So my equation is y equals 3x. Okay, and then the last one says, how many inches will snow in 24 hours? So if I think about this, 24 is my time. So I'm going to say 24 times my constant of proportionality. So it's y equals 3x. X is 24 times 3 equals 72 inches of snow, which is 72 inches, which is 6 feet. All right, next one. Whoops. Says a car is traveling down a highway at a constant speed described by the equation d equals 70t, where d equals the distance in miles that the car travels at the speed in t hours. So d equals 70t. So 1 hour is going to be 70. What is the constant of proportionality? It's right there. It's always the coefficient. So it is 70. What does it represent? 70 miles per hour. How many miles does the car travel in 1.5 hours? So I'm going to say 1.5. So since my equation was the distance is equal to 70 times the time, so that's 1.5. So 70 times 1.5, 35 plus 70, so it's 105 miles. And then how long does it take the car to travel 26 miles at this speed? So this is 105. So the distance is 26. So to get from here to here was to multiply by 70. To get from here to here, I'm going to divide by 70. So it's going to be 26 70ths. Divide both by 2, and that is 13 35ths. For extra help on this, you can work on your quizzes that are in the module from today.